Alright guys, my name is MisterET. Welcome to the vlog where today we talk about what's modified on my MK7 GTI. So I've had a few comments over the last few months with regards to the videos that I've released about what's modified on the car, you know, if I have different wheels and all these kinds of things. So today we're going to have a look at what we've got modified on there. So as you can see right next to me, I've got one of the wheels. These are my winter wheel and tire combination. So I bought these at 1010 Tires. That's a website in Canada. So I don't have to pay duties or anything like that if I'm ordering from the States from a place like Tire Rack or something like that. This is a knockoff wheel. We see a lot of VMRs and Avant-Garde and a lot of other brands coming out with this style. Didn't want to pay that kind of money, so this is what is called the Riva MX7 off of 1010 Tires. It is a 17 by 8.5, and I have a 225 45 17 on there, which is a Pirelli i0 FR in the XL, so extra load rating, so that gives me a bit of stiffness back that I've lost between the summer tires that are the 225 40 18, the stock wheel and tire setup, and these. So quite like these. They work quite well. They work, I would say, a little bit better in the snow than they do on ice, even though they're an ice tire. And I'll probably at some point do a review on these, a long-term review as well. So I've also received some questions from you guys asking me if the car was lowered. So the car is indeed lowered. It's a slight drop. To me, it's kind of an OEM plus look. It's the VWR springs. They're kind of a pain to install in the front, quite easy to install in the rear, but overall very, very happy with them. Again, I'll probably do a review at some point, long-term review, because I've had these on the car for about 20,000 kilometers. So replaced some of these with the blue VW Racing springs that are about an inch lower than these. So ride quality is almost unaffected. There's no additional noise or anything like that, so it's actually a pretty good purchase. Next up, we've got the OBD11 dongle that I purchased some time ago. So there's a number of things that I've been able to modify using this thing. I've been able to clear some codes. I've also been able to make some modifications to the lighting on the car, the sound actor, and so forth. So this has been actually really a nice little unit, fairly inexpensive. If for you guys that want to, you know, remove the sound that the sound actor makes, you want to disable your traction control, you want to change how your lighting pattern works inside and out, and you want to play with that kind of stuff. While also looking at check engine lights and clearing codes and stuff like that. This is fairly inexpensive and allows you to look after that. The car also has window tinting, so this is something that I got done in Quebec City at a place called Reflex Tint, and you can see that in the front you've got 50% tint, and in the rears you have 15 for the back three windows. There is nothing on the windshield, and there's nothing on the little quarter windows that are right next to the mirrors. Aside from that, this is an Autobahn version, so this car comes fairly well equipped from the factory. It's got the lighting package, it's already got the 18-inch wheels, the Austin wheels. It also has the moonroof, it has automatic rain sensing, wipers, automatic headlights. So it's a pretty nice package just from the factory. So with the springs, I decided to get what ECS Tuning calls the Stance Enhance Kit. So it's basically the VW Racing springs as well as spacers. There are different spacers in the front and in the back, and they also come with longer wheel bolts. So in the front you're using 15mm spacers, and in the back you're using 20mm spacers. And finally, let's talk about future mods. So this is a highly modifiable cars. I've mentioned it previously in other videos. I do plan on modifying the car. Some of the first mods that I want to do on this thing are a stage 1 tune, probably a Unitronic stage 1 tune with the Uniconnect. That'll give the car a nice bump in power, while also remaining very drivable. And I want to recognize the work from a company that's out in Longueuil, that's in the province of Quebec. So that's why I've decided to go with that tune over an APR or JB4 or something like that. I also want to do some wheels on the car. So I've started looking at different wheel patterns that are interesting. I'm probably going to stay with an 18-inch wheel for now, because I will be reusing my stock tires. I've got the fairly crappy Pirelli Cinturato P7 All Season Plus, and those tires, though they work, I would say, well, they're not necessarily meant for a high performance car like GTI. So if I go anything past, half throttle in first gear, I will end up with wheel spin. So I want to upgrade those for some different tires once they go bald. They're wearing very evenly, and there's still quite a bit of thread left, unfortunately, but at some point I will be upgrading those for the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, which is an absolutely fantastic tire. So those are the modifications that are done to the car right now, and also what I want to do in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the content, please do subscribe. Please hit that like button. I would appreciate it very much. Leave a comment if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything. And I will see you again in our next video. Stay tuned.